मैं एक सेकंड रुको, चलो रुको। हाँ, स्टार्ट।
एक बार मुदित म्यूट कर दे सबको। मोबाइल ले जाओ। Good morning, all of you. So we are heading toward the lockdown 4, and so we are having the chance to learn more and more through the webinars, as lot many webinars are going on. However, at JCAG we are trying to come up with different webinars from the others that are taking place. So the today's topic which we have taken is something related to the accounting techniques in the computer. Basically, how we can digitize, how we can automate our accounting software through our accounting software. Since the topic is too long, we have decided to break into some sessions. And as of now, for today, I will be taking the session on Tally. Basically, how we can use Tally for our better accounting and auditing, and how we can use Tally through the remote access. So let's start with our presentation. I will try to keep it practical also wherever possible. We will do a live thing in the Tally and try to learn. If anybody is having any questions, they can put it into the chat box and we will try to take up at the last. So to start with, let's have some few facts about Tally. So Tally was not made by any chartered accountant or an IT software engineer or something. It was just the need of some businessman, Sham Sundar Goenka, who was into the textile business. So he was facing some problems into his daily accounting. And also he told his son Bharat Goenka to make some software which can be used for the betterment of his accounting in the business. This is how in 1986 Tally got started. And as of now, it is present in more than 100 countries with 1.5 million people using it for their businesses and other needs. Tally majorly focuses on technology. How with the help of technology they can inbuild the features within Tally only. So few disclaimers. During the session we are going to talk about few of the apps, mobile apps or few softwares. However, we do not have any link with any of them. It is just for the knowledge sharing that I will be sharing here, that what apps or the mobile softwares you could use for the betterment and the usage of Tally. So let's start with the gateway of Tally. What Tally looks like and how we can judge with this Tally gateway. What does this Tally gateway say about? So there, this is the voucher date, basically the last entry date which has been done. You could see my cursor with the round it where I am reflecting. So date of last entry is here.
Mohit, I think screen is not visible.
Your screen is not shared, Mohit.
Okay. Just wait.
I can see only your face as of now.
Mudit, is it visible now?
Now it's visible.
Okay. So we just I would just give a brief again. So disclaimer we have done with now the gateway of Tally. So you could see the cursor here which is in the round shape. So I would just let you know about the basic about the gateway, how it reflects and what does it try to show us. So this is the last entry date. Here are the name of the companies which we have opened in the tally. This is the current period which we have opted for. This is the current date. On the left side, this is the tally module. Here it shows the series, basically about our license. So we need to make sure that the license is the latest one, that is 6.6.1 is the latest version as of now. If anyone is not having this version, they can update it. Here it shows us about the mail ID, that is our administrative mail ID through which we have done the login. This is our tally license number, when it is going to be expired. Here in the right hand side, it has basic features which we can go by clicking on it or with the help of the shortcuts. On the left side also, it has few commands which we can use. So this is the basic gateway of tally, where when we start the tally and select the company, this is how it shows. So now talking about the Google form, we got around 35 results from the Google form which we shared yesterday. So out of them, only one person said that he is using the audit feature. 4 of them said that they are using the add-ons, and 9 of them said that they are using the access rights. So we will try here to cover all these topics so that everyone can start more of using this, as these all are the inbuilt features that can be used in tally, and they are really helpful in making our work automated or easy itself. So now let's start with our basics. So let's learn about tally, the security feature in the tally. So I would now go practically live on the tally and do the things so that we can very well get into it, how that these things can be done. So let us create a company here, or we could say just let us create a company here. We have given a directory here, so let's give a name to it. Talk about tally. We can give the addresses here: India, state, pin code, phone numbers, and all these things. From where we want to begin. This is the tally vault feature of the security. So this feature basically encrypts our data, and whenever we open it, it does not show the name of the company or something. So if we want to hide our data from any of our team members, or we are into the public domain, so we want to hide our data, then we can use this feature. So we can give any of the passwords like I have given here. Then this is the security control feature. We should always press yes. In 99% of the cases, when we get the tally from the client, we will see that this feature is not enabled. You can directly log in into the company, which practically should not happen. So name of the administration. So suppose let's give Mohit. We have given some password to it. Then it asks about the using of the tally audit feature. So if you want to use the tally audit features, you need to press yes here. Else the audit features will not be enabled in your tally. So as of now, we have pressed the yes. Disable opening tally in educational mode. This you can decide as per your wish, and rest features are there. So let's create a company. So as soon as we have created a company, now it will ask for the vault password from us. So let's give a vault password. Then it asks our company passwords. So this is the way we are able to log into the company. Now let's learn about few of the other features in the security reason, where we can give the access rights to our people, which we can use for our future endeavors. So let's go on the company info, that is through Alt F3. Then security controls. Here we got an option of user IDs and password, type of security, password policy. Let's go on the type of security first. So these are inbuilt security type of securities which Tally gives: data entry, Tellynet user, Tellynet auditor, Tellynet owners. When we go into data entry, we can fix the basic facilities ki how what data entry would get. So data entry would get. Here we can give a number of days he can do the backdated entries. So suppose we give it 5. He can go till 5 days back. Apart that he cannot go. So these are the basic features which we can give to the user. We want to create some new feature. Suppose we want to create an auditor article feature here. We can do the same. We can decide the owner facilities or whatever we want to give to him. Here we can disallow the facilities which you don't want him to be used. So suppose we give that we don't want him to alter any of the vouchers or create any of the vouchers. So we create alter any of the vouchers. We don't want him to create any masters or alter any of the masters or create any masters. So we disallow the feature of masters also. End of the list. Here we allow few of the things. So in any of the auditor or the article, it is always recommended to allow full access to the auditor's listing. All the listings relating to the auditor. This is how we create a type of security. Now we go into the user and password. So let's create a user and password for our manager. So we give him the owner rights to manager. Then we will give him the password. So suppose we have given the password. Then let's create for the auditor article. We can create for the auditor article here. This is how n number of features we can, n number of users we can create here. In the password policy, we can ask for the create and password policy, which will allow or disallow the things. Suppose we created a password policy, password कब expire होगा, कितने दिन में expire होगा, कितने minimum length का password होना चाहिए. So as needed, you can set the password policies here. So this is how basically we can set the security control features into the Tally. Now I am moving into the Tally, which I have already created just for the purpose. Here we have some exemplary entries done. So this is Shakti Pradarshan name Tally. Let's go into the security features of it as of now, what we have already been created. Security controls. So these are the user ID passwords which have already been created into this. Now in data entry type of security, we have given him the backdated access to 0 days. In accountant version, we have given him the backdated exercise to 5 days. So he can go back to 5 days and do the entries. So let's check this how this feature works basically. So I am going to open a new Tally here. Just give me a minute. Let me copy the data. So let's go into this, login into the accountant password. Here you could see that we have, when you go into the accountant password, we have restricted with the data entry features. He can get the data entry features. So in the data entry features, he will not get any masters that he can create. So ledger master options have been removed from here. Now let's go and do some entry. So let's go and do some entry in the date of 1st of March 2020. So if we do an entry, suppose cash to Mohit Patni, 10 rupees and goes on. So here it says no access allowed because the current date is 31st March as of in the Tally, and we are doing the entry in the date of 1st March. So it will not allow any entries to be done in the backdated to the accountant as per the access rights given to it. So these are the access rights and the security features which we can basically use in Tally. So vault password, we have learned that vault password basically encrypts our data. You could just see for an example, basically here this above Tally, it has encrypted the name of Tally. So a person login who is not having the vault password cannot get the name of the company also. Then the password policy, we can create any type of password policy which you want. How when admin rights. So basically the admin is the person which while creating the tally, the username and the password which we have given in the security controls are the admin. Normally, the owner of the company should also have the different passwords, and he should use admin rights only as and when he needs to change something, some settings into the tally. Else, he should use the owner password. Then other users access rights. So other users can access the tally with the access rights given, just like we have created for accountant, article assistant, data entry operators. Different types of security level can be set. So this was basically about the security features in the tally, which I recommend that all should use in our offices also, and ask clients to use this as well, because it has because of these features only the other features of the tally are workable, else they becomes useless. Now talking about the second topic is basically the remote access of the tally. So how we can remotely access our tally? This is the hour of the need, because in the current scenario of COVID, people are working from remote areas. Remote access is the essential thing which we need to learn here. So let's start with the remote access. Basic about tally: the tally is giving a 30 days free trial as of now. So everyone sitting at the home can get this license just by going at the tally website. The link has been given here. Going at the tally website and log in free for the 30 days. He can get a licensed version for the 30 days. The second option is, if your 30 days have already been expired or it will expire and you still want to work from home, you can get a tally at the rental basis also. So tally rental is basically for the silver user 600 per month, and for the gold user 1800 per month. But normally a single user tally would suffice, and silver version would cost 600 rupees per month for the tally. Now coming at the remote access, how we can access our tally using the remote. So let's go back to the tally, that how we can basically use the tally through a remote access. So I would go step by step that how the remote access needs to be created. So first of all, we need to go into the control center. You could just see at the top right, the cursor where I am having the control center. The shortcut for it is the Control K. You need to provide your mail ID and password. This mail ID and password is basically the mail ID which you have given to the tally at the time you have purchased it, which is reflected here in the left side also, here at the bottom also. So I would go and log in with this. You need to give the password to it. So it might be possible that many of you have forgotten the password as it is not normally used. So the option is, you can press F5 here. The tally will send you the password on your mail. You will open that link and you can reset your password. So let's log in into it. It is basically, the control center is basically that we are entering into the tally and changing the setup of tally. So in this, we need to go at the user management level, that is Alt U. When you go into the user management, you can create and give access wherever you want to give a net access, tally net access to any of the person. Here you need to give the mail ID of the person. So security level owners and standard users. So standard users will not get any master to be altered or anything, and owners will get all the rights in the net access also, remote access also. You need to give the mail ID here, press yes and active. You need to make status as active. So I have already given these 4 IDs, where as soon as you will enter, suppose I am entering here, I am entering one mail ID here, suppose this. As soon as I will press and enter, tally is going to send a mail to this mail ID, giving him is the user ID and the password, and you need to active and log out from here. So this is the first step you need to do for the remote access. Go to control center, user management, give the requested mail IDs, password will be sent to the mail ID. Now let's log out from here. The second thing which we want to do is basically create the user ID and password. We need to give them the access rights also, as we have given to the for the local persons also. We need to give the access rights to the users also. So let's go into Alt F3. Again, security control. Then in security control, you need to create a user ID and password. So while creating a user ID and password, you need to select Telenet auditor, owner or the user. Give the mail ID which we have given in the control center there. No need to take the password. It will not going to set as the password here, as the password has gone already to the mail of that particular person. You need to say allow browser access to yes, allow remote access to yes, allow TDLs to yes. So it will give him all the rights for the access. You can set n number of IDs here to whom you have given the rights in the control center. The other thing which you need to do is you need to go into the company features, that is F11 TSS features.
काम का हो तो मैं भी ध्यान से सुनूं, ये तो देख चुके सारा, ऐसा कुछ है
Then in
नहीं।
TSS features you need to go in the name of the contact person or whatever you want to give, you have to give. The important feature is that you need to have this feature as yes and this browser access to the yes, then only it will allow you to access the data remotely. So these are the three things which you need to do to create a remote access. First you need to go into control center, set the email ID, then you need to give him the access rights using the security control. Then in F11 features you need to make TSS features active. Now let us go into the remote tele. So basically this is your server tele where we have done all the settings. Now let us go into the client server, basically the person whom want to have an access to the remote access. So I will open another tele here. So let me shut down the tele. Let me go and open another tele. So this is the client server tele. Basically the person who wants to have a remote access, he is going to open the gateway of tele, basically, then go into the login as remote user. So here we have given, suppose the user ID which we have given in the control center is Apurva Mehta 101@gmail.com. We are going to give the password which we have come to onto our mail ID, and as soon as we have done this, it is going to open a company in front of me, a screen in front of me which says list of your remote companies. So here it comes the company name, account ID, serial number, contact person, contact number, all the details. If you have any offline company, sorry, I missed to tell one of the features, important features also. Whenever you go here, you need to also press control center, control also. And that is connect company also, F4. Here it is, F4. You need to connect the company. So here is the list of the companies which you can connect using it, whichever company you want to connect. Okay. So here it is showing the C, that is it has already been connected. So as soon as we are going to log in here in the client server, the remote access, it will take a little time as my net is slow. So here it has been opened. You could just see the on the left side of it where there is the remote user details. So a remote ID Apurva Mehta have been logged in. It is logged in at 3rd May, 13th May. The details are shown here. In the normal tele, this is not shown, where we have access through the server PC. You can use this feature for any of the things. You could go and pass the accounting vouchers or whatever you want to do. So suppose we go and pass the accounting voucher here. Let's see what impact it is going to have in our tele. The tele which is saved at the server. So let's pass in a voucher at 31st March only. Cash. because of the net issues, it is working quite slow here, as I have connected to the through a mobile network and not any broadband or Wi-Fi. So let's type here entry done through remote access. So here the entry has been done and it would practically be. Now let's go in our main tally and check it out whether the entry has been passed or not. So we are going into the ledger of Mohit Patni, and you could just see that the entry done through the remote access have been updated in our main tally. So this is how you can very well use the remote access of the tally, and it is a very well feature which through which we can even audit the clients. There is no need to get the client data, go at the client place, get the data, or ask him to provide the data on the mail. We can just ask for the remote user ID and password and start doing our work. So this for remote access, you need to go at the control center, you need to give the access rights, then you need to have F11 TSS features. The essentials for it is that you should have a good internet connectivity, a valid email ID, server PC should be on. So to work on the remote PC, your server PC should always be on. If the server PC is not on, then you cannot do the work remotely. So this was about the remote access of the tally. Now few new features that tally has come up with is the browser access. So as many of us are aware that the tally cannot run in the Mac. So it's a huge problem that we are not able to see anything on the Mac. Or suppose if we are on some outside the office and we are not having any tally in our system, then we were not able to see the tally data. Tally has come up with a solution for that also. Tally has provided a browser access to us. So how does this browser access work? Let's check it out. So we are going to go at the Google Chrome or something. Is my screen not visible now? I have again started with it. So I am opening a new window here. Let's go at the tally solutions.
मोहित भैया डू वन थिंग, टर्न ऑफ योर वीडियो. आपका शायद नेट उससे प्रॉपर चलेगा.
Okay, okay, okay. Just wait a minute. So let's go into the tellysolutions.com. So here when we go into the tellysolutions.com, here is the option at the right side of the login. So you can log in here with the use of your Tellynet users and the password which were set. For that, the basic thing that we need to take care is that while we are doing the settings, that is while we are giving the security controls, access rights. you need to make sure that in the settings, basically you have pressed this feature as yes, allow browser access. If you have not done this as yes, it will not allow you to access the tele data. So as of now, for mohitpatni@gmail.com, I have done this as yes. So now let's go and check it at the here. So we will go at mohitpatni@gmail.com, our password. We are going to do a login from here. So we have logged in from here. This is the interface which comes to us. So here are the number of tallies which are connected to me. These are offline, as these are not open in tally as of now. This one is open at the tally, it is connected basically. So we can go and view any of the reports which we want to view for this company. The tally has provided this feature. So even if you are not having any tally software installed in your PC, just like Mac or any of your PC, you can still go at the browser tellysolutions.com, log in from there and view the reports. Please note that no editing is allowed in this. You can just only view the reports. So suppose I want to view any of the reports from here. So let's go and view a balance sheet. I want to view the balance sheet. So it opens up the balance sheet to me here. I can even download the balance sheet from here. It provides me the facility to download any of the reports in the PDF format. So here I have downloaded the balance sheet. You could just see that it comes here in the PDF format. So if I am sitting at the client place, I want to have an access to my tally. Suppose he asks me to provide me कि कितना मेरा लेजर का स्टेटमेंट है, क्या है, तो आई से कि यार मैं टैली में जाके देख के बताऊंगा या कुछ, तो we can very well easily get an access from here also. So to get back, you can go here backwards. So these all reports are available in tally here, which you can have an access to it. If you want to change any company, if your any of the other companies are connected, then you can change the company. You can have change any of the settings of your tally. You can do it from very well from here. So as of now, I am going to log out now. So this is a feature which we have tally has come up in the latest version of the tally. Please note, you should have tally release 6.6 for it. In the versions before tally 6.6, this feature is not available. So browser access we have done with. This is the screen which appears at the tally browser access. Now the thing is Google Drive. So we can have a backup of our tally data in the Google Drive. It is just like that how we copy and have a backup of other folders. We can have the backup for the tally folder also. For this you need to download a Google Drive desktop. A folder like this is created on your desktop. So you can click here and create. You can copy this path, or suppose I have created a folder here that is tally data. So this tally data now is synced with my. So if I want to have a login with this tally data, I will select this path, go into tally and just give this path. This opens up the tally here. I can open and work. It is automatically backed up with my Google Drive. So this is a feature which we can use for backing up of our. I am not going into the deep, as we all are aware that how we need to take a backup at the Google Drive. Now one important feature of the tally is basically tally on mobile. So we can have the tally on mobile also. If we want that we want to see the tally on mobile, have basic reports on the mobile, we want to do basic entries on the mobile, we can use tally on mobile also. We need to have a software installed at our desktop and a mobile app downloaded at our mobile, and we can sync the tally data into our mobile also. Few of the apps which I am using here are basically Tally Dekho and BizAnalyst. Tally Dekho has provided a free license to all chartered accountants for 1 year. You need to just give your membership number there and they will provide you with a coupon code, and it is free for first year. Whereas BizAnalyst is a paid app, you need to pay for it and you can get an access to it. So if we want to just see basic about it, this is here my desktop. This BizAnalyst have been installed and that tallydekho.com has been installed. The companies backed up are here: Shakti, Pradarsan have been backed up here. If we want to have an see it through our mobile, so let's just check how this our mobile looks like. So just connect the. I'm just connecting. Just give me a minute. I'm connecting my mobile with the. So this is my mobile, and if I go into my mobile, this tallydeco.com is an app which I have installed here. So because of internet connectivity, I'm not able to do the connection here. So we will skip a bit, but it is very well easily accessible at the mobile, and you can fetch in any of the reports you want at the mobile. You can book, you can even make entries using the mobile app. So this is a great feature which Tally as a Tally add-ons has come up. So this was all about the remote access. We can access it through remote using the net user feature. We can have a browse access of it. We can have the backup at the Google Drive. We can use Tally at our mobiles also. Tally is available at the rental, and it is available 30 days free subscription. Now moving ahead, let's talk about few of the audit features, which in our Google form small survey suggested that many of us are not using, which is, I would say, a hidden gem in the Tally. It has got many good features which we can use to have a good audit into it. So to start with the audit Tally feature in the Tally, the first essential is that we need to set up a security control. If there is no security control in the Tally, the audit feature will not be enabled. We need to make sure when we have gone into creation of the company, basically, we need to press this Tally audit feature to yes. Then only we will be able to have the audit features workable in our Tally. The other thing which we need to do before we start is we need to go into the F11 company features, the audit features. Now we have selected, we need to press this enable audit working paper to yes and enable audit priorities and categories to yes, so that Tally creates the audit working paper for us also. After doing all this basic setup, there is a feature audit and compliance in our main gateway of Tally. So we can go into audit and compliance. Here it comes with the features like audit documentation, analysis, journal, and financial statements. So let's go one by one on all of these and have a basic understanding, so that we can use while we are sending our articles to the for the audit purpose. We can ask them to create everything in the Tally itself rather than creating anything outside the Tally. So audit documentation, the audit program, which we think that it is never created, or if created never implemented or something, so we have this feature inbuilt in the Tally only. You need to set alter the basic audit program. You need to set alter and give the auditor details. So suppose I said press yes, so you need to give the auditor details. Here I have given a mine, Mohit Patke and Associates, the team working over here, article A, article B, client details. So you need to give the basic settings. Now you need to select the area of audit, basically which area of audit is going to be done by which person and how much checking and all you want to get it done through it. So cash book vouching, so I have gone into cash book vouching. It says estimated days or hours, so you can select. So I have selected estimated days. I say it will take 3 days. Actual you can feed it at the end when you have done it. Extent of verification you want, so I said that I want 100% verification for it. Need to be verified by whom? Article A, article B, or XYZ. I can just allot the person. You could give remarks at the end. So by this I can do a audit program setting of any of the things. So loans and guarantees, so I want it to be done in hours. I want 3 hours to be given to it. Extent of verification is 100%, so need to be done by an article B, control A. So it gives a here that loans and advances can be audit program में add हो गया. So here we can set an audit program. Now suppose a person has conducted the audit, so he would fill in here that yes, I have conducted. The actual days taken are 4 days. The actual days taken are 4 days. He has given some comment into it and saves it. So here it comes as this. Cash book vouching 2 day, 3 day, we suggested 2 days, actual days were 400% verification. Article A has done it and he has given his remarks. The good thing is that we can even export the same into export or Excel also for having our working papers. Then it has got inbuilt audit report feature. So you need to set only once basically the audit report format which you want, and you can copy it to the one client or the other, and from 1 year to the another year. So you can here edit also. If I want to edit this, so it opens up. I want to edit anything, I can edit it. Suppose the cursor is there, so I can edit it. Whatever I want to write, I can write it and press OK to accept. So audit report feature is also available here. Caro feature is also available here. As of now, old Caro is there. As soon as the new Caro comes, the Tally updates it. Accounting standards, the Tally has given which are applicable on you, which are not applicable on you. Then standards on auditing, they have given कि कौन सा applicable होता है, किस पे क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. You can set all these things into Tally only. And this is the wonderful feature, basically the audit working papers. At the end, we found that we have done everything, but the working papers were not available with us. कि हमने क्या चेकिंग करी, कितना सैंपल लिया, किसमें क्या हमारे ऑब्जर्वेशन थे, क्या नोट्स थे. तो ऑडिट वर्किंग पेपर्स यहाँ पे क्रिएट हो जाते हैं. एंड ये जो क्रिएट होते हैं इसमें हमें कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता, ये ऑटोमेटिक क्रिएट होंगे जब हम सैंपल करके ऑडिट करेंगे, विच वी विल सी इन दी कमिंग फ्यू मिनट्स. देन देयर आर अदर रिपोर्ट्स, बेसिकली कि आपके कोई एमएसएमई है क्या, रिलेटेड पार्टीज, यू if you want to mark periodic payments, if you want to do sampling methodology which you have selected, so all are listed here. So this is the basically documentation which is done by Tally on the basis of your sample and audit. Now comes the second feature, that is basically the audit and analysis. This is one of the important and inbuilt feature Tally has provided, and very useful feature. Basically it does analysis of the data and provide you with the results. So verification of chart of accounts. Here it provides you with the list of chart of accounts which have been created and filtered it in its own way. So it says accounts squared off during, means there is a debit entry in the account and a credit entry and the account has been squared off. So while auditing, we sometimes need to check these type of accounts. So we can go into the list and see if any of the accounts are important for us and if we want it to be audited. So it gives us a good report here. Then ledgers made but never used. Then the third is not used in current year. So this is also a good thing, that it was used in the previous year but the ledger has not been used in the current year. So for example, suppose we say the audit fee, it was used in the previous year but the current year the company has forgot to make a provision. So you will get here that audit fees, it has not been used in the current year. Bad debts. So there was bad debts in the previous year, but however in current year there is no bad debt. So you get an overview or an idea that how the accounting has been done. Is there anything which has been missed or not? Only balances, no transaction. तो जो हम वो डेटर्स क्रेडिटर्स में जाके वहाँ पे ओपन करके ओपनिंग डेबिट क्रेडिट क्लोजिंग करके करते हैं, यहाँ पे एक रेडी रिपोर्ट अवेलेबल है कि भैया कौन कौन से ऐसे ट्रांजेक्शन है जिसकी कोई भी ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं हुआ है ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. Then going into this feature only, or let's anywhere if we go it, we have an option for the verification status also. Now we want to verify it. So it says you have verified it or you want to keep it on hold. So you can keep it on hold, give your verification remarks, copy this to your audit report, audit working paper. So as soon as you press yes here, it will be added in your working papers automatically. So you will not to go into the working papers and write anything. It would create a working paper note in itself. So we have done it. So it says here that it is on the hold. Now suppose here we have said verified. It seems okay. Want to create a working paper note? Yes, we want to create a working paper note. A note has been created in itself. So this is how we can keep the transaction on hold or verified. Then used only in current year. So these are the account masters which have been created new in the current year. So it comes up with the date कि भैया किस डेट को पहला वाउचर इसके अंदर एंटर हुआ है और नया ये ट्रांजैक्शन इस करंट ईयर में क्या ट्रांजैक्शंस हुए हैं इसमें. ओके. So this is basically verification of chart of accounts. Then verification of stock items. In the same way, we can verify the stock items not used, negative stock. So we get a list of negative stocks here. यार ये देखो ये सारे के सारे इसके negative stock हैं. So we get our audit start from here only. We can again keep it on hold, verified, keep it to the working papers or not used in current year, only, no transactions, only balances, used only in current year. So you can get any type of these reports automatically from here. Then verification of balances. So this is basically a typical trial balance which have been opened here. You can verify the each and balances you want to verify, going deep down into it. Suppose I want capital account Chandrakant, I want to verify this. So here I can go and verify it. So it says on hold. You want to keep it on hold. You want to say it is audited, means you found it okay and you want to audit it. Then is the external confirmation. So what does this external confirmation says? We need supporting of it. It says clarification from whom. So these all are the account IDs which we have created, and these other IDs other than which we have logged in. So we want a confirmation from an accountant for it. So this feature, what it will do is, in accountant, when accountant will log in into its user ID and password with his own user ID and password, he will get a report कि auditor ने क्या क्या details उससे मांगी हुई है, क्या क्या चीजें pending चल रही है. Priority, you can set the priority to high, low. Category, so suppose I said it's a supporting category. You want to copy it to the audit working papers? Yes, I want to copy it to the audit working papers. So this is basically manually sampled, and I have audit status is given for the external confirmation, supporting not found. So I can go deep down into any of the things and get the same audited, get all the balances audited from here. Then analytical procedures. If you want to compare a ledger versus ledger or a group versus group or anything like that sort of thing. So I am not aware of some common ledger. So let's take ledger versus ledger. So I want input CGST input, CGST 9% input with SGST 9% input, and I say I want to compare both of them. So it says that CGST input has a balance of this, in comparison SGST input has a balance of this, and to the comparison it is 100%. So this is how we can compare a ledger versus ledger or a group versus group. This is basically an analytical procedure. Then statutory payments, if you have any statutory payments linked, it could give the details of that. Periodic payments and receipts, if you have any periodic payments and receipts and you have set it that these are my periodic payments, and you can get it from here. Repeated transaction, this is also a good feature, that you get the repeated transaction history, that a particular entry in a particular ledger with the same amount has been done how many times during the year. So suppose in Bank of Baroda we found that this 10,000 rupees entry, okay, so it gives us the detail here that these are the number of entries which have 10,000 rupees amount. Charge is given to it. Now the most good feature, or you could say the data analytical feature, is the relative size factor. So Tally provides us the relative size factor also. So what is a relative size factor? Basically relative size factor is that it compares the highest value transaction with its next value transaction and gives you the relative size factor. So you could just see that packing expenses, there is a related size factor of 53 point something. So when you go into it, you see that entry is done of 53,000 and another entry is, and the second highest entry is of 1,000. So you get a hint that there is something onto it. So you could just see the entries. यार इसमें क्या है, कोई गड़बड़ी तो नहीं है. You can verify it, give against the on hold, audited, external, internal confirmations. You can go and use that also. So suppose now we go into electricity expenses. So it says that one entry is of 1,05,000 and other comparison to is this, and here are the others. So we can very well with the relative size factor we can कि यार कोई एक एंट्री 1,05,000 की और बाकी सब एंट्रीज कम है तो वो कैसे है. So when we go and check into this, that we found that this entry is for something else. So we can select it and we can say that we need an external confirmation, we need documents for it, and we can send it to the accountant for the query. So this is how this feature can very well be used. Normally this relative size factors is used in the data analytical tools which we use in Excel or something, but Tally has given an inbuilt feature for it. Then there are various other analysis which we can use. That analysis includes interbank transactions, cash withdrawal, deposit into bank. You can get the list of all the things. Fixed asset analysis. So you get कि भैया कौन कौन से additions हुए हैं, क्या हुए हैं, किस date पर हुए हैं. You get the complete details of fixed assets here. You can audit it from here. Then transactions on holidays. This is also a good report which says कि यार आपने holidays पे कौन कौन से transaction करें. So you could set your holidays here. कि भैया मेरा Sunday जो है वो weekly off होता है. उसके अलावा हमारे ये 10 और हॉलीडेज है एंड यू कैन चेक यार हमारे हॉलीडेज पे क्या हुआ है. तो हेयर इज द लिस्ट दैट कम्स यार हॉलीडेज के ऊपर ये एंट्रीज हुई है. तो यू कैन गो इनटू डीप डाउन यार हॉलीडेज पे जब ऑफिस बंद रहता है तो कौन एंट्री करता है, क्या करता है, क्या नहीं करता है. देन द हाईएस्ट एंड द लोएस्ट वैल्यू ट्रांजैक्शंस. हेयर इट सेज कि किस लेजर के अंदर कितना हाईएस्ट रुपीस का ट्रांजैक्शन और लोएस्ट का है. सो यू कुड सी द डिफरेंस ऑफ ह्यूज अमाउंट्स हेयर. So here the Abdul one entry is of this and another entry is of this, so it gives the variance of 94 lakh something. So you can get an idea कि यार highest और lowest value transactions में यहाँ पे कितना अंतर है, क्या है, क्या नहीं है. Pending advances, ये कौन कौन से advances ऐसे हैं जो आपके pending चल रहे हैं. Then stale checks, instruments आपके कौन कौन से ऐसे चेक है जो 3 महीने से ज्यादा हो गए. तो it says that यार बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा के अंदर ये 3 चेक ऐसे हैं जो कि स्टेल हो चुके हैं बिकॉज इनकी डेट जो है वो पुरानी थी. So it has come to 91 days. आज अपन 31 मार्च पर हैं. We have opened it till 31st March 2020. So it says कि यार इसको 91 days हुए हैं. It has become an stale and it has not yet been cleared in the bank. Then external confirmations. If we want an external confirmations from the parties, we can get it notified here. We can mark them here. So suppose I want an external confirmation from this party. I want an external confirmation from Anand Handloom. The other feature what I could do is here कि ऐसे अगर मैं देखूंगा तो I can just sort it out and I can sort it out in the, this is a feature available. I will go at the F12. I can sort it out in the decreasing amount. So I need an external confirmation from the big amount. So I have marked them. Here at the right side you will get an option as mark as confirmation. This option you can mark them as confirmed and it will go to the accountants and all कि भैया ये confirmation auditor ने मांगे हैं. Now accounts receivable reconciliation. So you can do an account reconciliation if you have a tally. Suppose I am a chartered accountant और मैं audit कर रहा हूँ तो I can compare my tally ledger with the tally ledger of the party. So suppose here is, I go into this, I want to compare the ledger of मोहित पाटनी. कि शक्ति प्रदर्शन में जो मोहित पाटनी का लेजर है और जो मेरा लेजर है वो दोनों सेम है कि नहीं, रिकनसाइल्ड है कि नहीं है, क्या है. So I go here, I say loading ledger, then I select the tally of the name of the company. You need to make sure that that tally is open in your the same tally gateway which you are working on. So I have opened another tally named Mohit Patni. So it says Mohit Patni, it says कौन सा लेना है, I say शक्ति प्रदर्शन. So it takes me with the this. यार ये 25,000 की एक एंट्री है, यहाँ 25,000 की एक एंट्री है, यहाँ 30,000 की एक एंट्री है, 15,000 की है, 10,000 की है, ये 30,000 की ये. So I can do the reconciliations from here. I will go into it. Then I will ask to mention all entries by doing F12. So it shows me यार ये reconcile कैसे करनी है, क्या करनी है. I can press enter and reconcile it. यार ये एंट्री हुई हुई है, इसके कंपैरिजन में कोई भी एंट्री हमारे यहाँ पे नहीं हुई हुई है, तो क्या है. तो here the result shows कि अभी आपकी रिकनसाइल जो है 25,000 रुपए रिकनसाइल्ड है, बाकी 40,000 रुपए जो है अनरिकनसाइल्ड है एट द बॉटम. So this is how we can do reconciliations of the ledgers also in the tally. So these were the analytical tools available in the Tele which we can use to get our sample selected or get the exceptional reporting done from here only. Now let's go and take other samples कि हमें और जैसे normal जो samples लेना है, the person is going, article is going for the audit. So being an auditor and being the partner, what I should do is, before the article goes for the audit, I should ask him to select the sample here, get it verified from me, and then I should send him for the audit purpose. So the sample selected is a perfect sample. So when I go into the, so these are the total vouchers that have been entered by the party. Now I want to do selection for this. Suppose a purchase. So I select it by pressing the space bar. Now I have two options. Either do go for the manual sampling or go for the sampling which Tele does it on the auto base. So here is the option available, sampling configuration. So I go here, I say that I need to sample all vouchers or an amount range or on the basis of Benford analysis, even numbers, odd numbers, specific period, specific vouchers. So I say specific period. I want to have a voucher from 1/4/2019 to 3/6/2019. So what it does is, it creates a sample for me automatically. So out of 256 vouchers, it has selected 95 vouchers. When I go into the sample, so it has selected 95 vouchers for me, which an article needs to go and check for the sample basis. Now when article go, so the, now if I want to have a manual sampling, so what I can go is, I will go into it, I see one voucher, I will go and select, I will press it as set manual sampling. So it has been manually selected as a sample. So you could just see in this that it has been manually selected as a sample, and the type of sampling is manual sampling. Here in journal, I have few samples which have been selected by me on the basis of manual samples, and for others I have used a even number sampling. So it gives me the details. So this is all, and we can select a sample and ask the audit article to go for an audit. Now when the article is going for an audit, what he will do, he is going to open this selected sample, go into each one of it. Suppose he wants this to be checked, he will go. If he needs an internal clarification or an external clarification, so he needs an internal observation. Need to understand the transaction. So he gives a note, low priority, create an audit working paper, yes. So he has given an internal observation. Internal observation here means that within the audit team he wants to understand. Suppose he wants to understand the partner ki I am not able to understand the transaction, so he can mark it as an internal observation. Now just see how the Tele represents all these things. Here you can do the audit, sampling, and all, for all these things. So Tele says out of total vouchers 1971, you have selected 283 as your sample vouchers. For internal observation, one is pending. So you can go into it and check what is the pending thing. So we see that this is the voucher and it is in pending for Pala reason. So we say internal observation clarified. This is X type of transaction. We say audit working paper, yes. So now what it says, is कि इंटरनल ऑब्जर्वेशन पहले पेंडिंग में आ रहा था, अब आ गया, भैया क्लैरिफाइड हो गया एक. एक्सटर्नल क्लैरिफिकेशन, हमने ये 3 एक्सटर्नल क्लैरिफिकेशंस मांग रखे हैं फ्रॉम दी पार्टी साइड. हमने ये 3 एक्सटर्नल क्लैरिफिकेशंस पार्टी से मांग रखे हैं. वही अगर ये हो जाता है, बाद में हम इसको चेंज करना चाहते हैं, हम इसको ऑडिटेड कर सकते हैं once we get the document. So this is how basically we can use this audit analysis and sampling method to do our audit at the best of the thing. Now the end result of doing all this thing is that our audit working papers have been automatically created. So let's check that. Now we go into the documentation, audit working papers. So just see, company note we have not given. So on the masters we have given some note कि ये भैया बैंक ऑफ अकाउंट है, इसमें वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ चार्ज में ऑडिटेड बाय किसने ऑन होल्ड डाल रखा है, क्यों डाल रखा है, व्हाई नो एंट्री डन इन दी बैंक दिस ईयर. इसका ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग बैलेंस सेम आ रहा था तो अपन ने नोट डाल दिया. Here for it says कि वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ वाउचर, मोहित एक्सटर्नल क्लैरिफिकेशन मांग रखा है, इधर इंटरनल ऑब्जर्वेशन मांग रखा है, इधर इंटरनल ऑब्जर्वेशन जो है वो क्लैरिफाइड हो गई है. So we get the whole audit working paper developed here automatically. We need not to type anything or go and do the extra work. So now The good thing is that we can export it also. Alt T, we can export this thing into the Excel and use it for our documentation purpose. So here it comes as like this. तो ये बाहर निकल कर आ गया कि वेरिफिकेशन नोट भी है, किस डेट को गया था, पर्टिकुलर्स क्या थे क्या नहीं थे, वाउचर्स का एक टैब बन गई है, मास्टर्स की एक टैब बन गई है, और कंपनी नोट्स की एक टैब बन गई है. So this is how the audit working papers can be created. So audit tools. So in audit tools we can just check it. Audit documentation. So we can do the documentation. हम यहाँ पे audit program बना सकते हैं, audit reports बना सकते हैं, हम working papers create कर सकते हैं, other reports create कर सकते हैं. In analysis we can have the chart of accounts verification. We can have the stock items verification. Then we can have the balances item verification. How we can verify the balances going into each and every aspect. Then we can have the relative size factor. This is one of the important audit analytical tools which is available in the Tally, which we have seen. Then other analysis is interbank transaction, cash withdrawals, fixed assets, external confirmations, account reconciliations. This all can be done using the feature of audit analysis. Then sampling, we have gone through how we can do the sampling. So we can select the sample by using the space bar and press Alt F. This is the shortcut key for it. Then we can do the audit of it. So in auditing we need to have कि हम उसको on hold रख सकते हैं, हम उसको audited mark कर सकते हैं, हम internal observation within our team ले जा सकते हैं, या फिर हम external confirmations पे ले जा सकते हैं. So in external confirmation we can mark to the client कि भैया हमें क्या document इससे और चाहिए. So now the next step is basically, now we have done these things, we have done the audit, we have done the clarifications and all. Audit journals, this is also one of the good features. Sometimes what happens while doing the audit कि client का data हमारे पास रहता है या उसके वहाँ कर रहे होते हैं, हम लोग कुछ entries पास कर देते हैं और फिर अगले साल हमको वो मिलती नहीं है और नहीं मिलती. तो what they have given here is कि you can pass your audit entries using this feature. कि audit के time पे जो भी आप changes करा रहे हो, जो भी entries कर रहे हो, वो आप यहाँ जाके करो, so it would be marked forever. So we can go and pass the audit journal. So it is marked under use for finalization. So I pass an entry, suppose we need to do one entry, suppose CGS. Printer account debit 10,000 to Mohit Patni. So we have done one edit here. So now this would be reflected in this audit journals. So we know what entries we have done at the time of audit. It is automatically reflected here and it can help in doing the reconciliation between the two Tally data. Then financial statements, we can create our company's schedule 3 financial, schedule 6 financial statements from here. It has all the features available, balance sheet, P&L, additional details. So let me just open the balance sheet कि कैसे दिखती है. As this is not an company client, so it may not reflect properly. So this is how the balance sheet look like. The good thing is the additional details. You can even use this as a checklist because as you are using this, there are less chances that you are going to forget anything. So it goes into deep down कि आपके shares किस type के हैं, आपके पास क्या क्या हैं, types of relationship क्या है, name of company क्या है, क्या नहीं है. So it goes into deep down. Long term borrowings के अंदर क्या क्या information आपके पास देनी है आपको. So the good thing is you need to do the setting once and it can be used for the repetitive years. You can set notes here. It is a rare chance that you are going to miss anything if you go and do the audit by this, prepare financial statements using this. So this was about the audit and the compliance manual module which is available in the Tally at the gateway of Tally. So we have learned the audit journal entries. We can even create the financial statements from here. The best thing is that audit working papers are created at its own into the 3 levels: masters, vouchers, and the company level audit working you want to do. Now let us move towards some other features of the audit. So Tally other features. What other features we can explore in Tally which will help us for the audit purpose only? So first and the foremost is the tally audit. So let's go into the display. In statement of accounts, there is an option given as tally audit. So tally audit voucher type masters users quit. Now what does this say? So you can accept each and entry done by your accountant and you can make it as a marked. Yeah, ये check हो गई है and you can accept it. Once you have accepted, it will be removed from here. If anyone alters the same in the at any future date, it will come again here in the altered form. So suppose I went into the sales. It says that there are 6 entries which are done in March. So I go, I check क्या किसने करी है क्या करी है. Here the unknown is coming because this security control was not set up in this tally at that particular period of time. We have set it right now. So you will see if we go into the payments, the entry which we have done just now. So it shows that ये entry किसने करी है, मैनेजर ने करी है. ये हमने एक tally remote user से जाके करी थी. So it shows कि ये entry अपूर्वा मेहता 101@gmail.com से हुई है. Now what we can do is we can accept one or we can accept all. We think that these entries are done by the authorized users. They are okay. We can do accept all. As soon as we do accept all, it is removed from here. It shows that now 0 vouchers are available. So you can accept the entries done by your team here and you can remove it. Now suppose the tally got, someone gets altered any data, someone alter any of the entries which we have accepted. So it will again come here for our approval purpose. So it is an inbuilt feature tally is given for the approval of the entries done by your team. This feature is available only in the security control of owners and not of the data entry or the other features, other TallyNet users. An owner of the tally can access to this feature and can accept it. So this is a powerful feature. It can be reviewed as masters कि किसने masters कब किसने बनाए क्या update करें क्या नहीं करें. So here are the ledgers कि भैया किसने क्या करा है क्या नहीं करा है. It shows all. Here it is not showing any data because these ledgers have been created before the security controls were set. You can see user wise also कि किस user ने कितनी entries pass कर रखी क्या कर रखी क्या नहीं कर रखी. So here the article has passed one entry which shows it कि भैया ये एक article ने pass कर रखी है जिसको आपने accept नहीं कर रखी है. ये मोहित ने पास कर रखी है as an administrator. He has passed all these entries. So you can check it voucher types, masters and the user wise data for it. So this is an important feature which the owner can use to have a control over the entries done by his team. Any entry which is altered will come again here. So suppose let's try to do it. We go into Mohit Patni. This was the entry which was done by another user. Now I change it to this. I make the figure change. Now let's go again to the that feature of tally, statement of accounts, tally audit. We go at a users. So in the Mohit, you can just see that one of the entries is coming in the altered. One of the payment entries have been altered. When we go and check that this was entered by Apurva, altered by Mohit on this. Now you want to accept it or you want to if you want to keep it pending, just leave it. You think that it's okay, it was under your authorization, it has been done, you can accept the same. Once you accept, it is removed from here. So this is a good feature available in the tally whereby the owner can control the entries done. Some other features, the other important feature is this audit and compliance info. Here the statutory audit. So what does the statutory audit feature here helps is when as an auditor we have given them for something कि external confirmations लेनी है या हमें उनसे कोई documents मांगने हैं, तो accountant या owner जब इस login से login करेगा, because मैं अभी admin user use कर रहा हूँ तो मेरे को सारी चीजें available है, but as otherwise ये options अपन restrict कर सकते हैं. अब जब ओनर या फिर अकाउंटेंट लॉगिन करके यहाँ पे जाएगा कि यार कौन कौन सी चीजें मेरी पेंडिंग है ऑडिट में जो ऑडिटर ने मार्क करी है, तो ही विल गेट एन एक्सेस एंड सी फ्रॉम हियर. सो एक्सटर्नल कंफर्मेशन. So these are the 4-5 external confirmations which we have demanded. So it says the auditor has asked for this external confirmation. Now as an accountant, what I can do is it gives me an option when I press and enter into his enter into this. It gives me an option request send. I say no, I want to send it, yes. Remarks कुछ डालने हैं क्या? I say no. It gives me an option कि आप इसका प्रिंट लेना चाहते हो क्या, जो आपको एक्सटर्नल कंफर्मेशन मांगनी है उसको जो आपको भेजना है उसका प्रिंट चाहिए क्या, तो I say yes. So it gives me a print of it. The formatting has not yet been set here, so it is showing like this, but you can take a printout as an accountant. You can also take a, now here it updates कि यार request sent हो गई है. So this is how the accountant can come to know कि यार auditor ने क्या क्या चीजें डिमांड करी है मेरे से. Now going into the verification of vouchers. So verification of vouchers, internal clarification. So as I am admin and I have given that, तो मैंने ये internal confirmations मांगे मेरे यहाँ से कि भैया कौन कौन से मैंने internal confirmations मांग रखे हैं वो मेरे को यहाँ पे दिख जाते हैं. We need supporting of it, तो भैया उसकी supporting चाहिए, इसके document चाहिए, इसके supporting चाहिए, तो I can just clarify it कि मेरे को कुछ भी अगर clarification डालना है कि यार no document available for it, no document available मैं डाल दूंगा यहाँ, या फिर provided, I say इसके documents provided. So as soon as I clarify, it gets removed from here and again goes to the auditor panel कि अब ऑडिटर को उसके आगे उसका क्या क्लैरिफिकेशन करना है या उस पर वापस कोई क्वेरी रेज करनी है जो भी है. So here now it gets clarified and so this is a statutory audit info that is available to us. So you can use these features. Holiday also you can configure from here. So you want that Sundays to be our weekly off. So weekly off you want to be on Sunday. So Sunday has become a weekly off now. This will help you in generating a report. Now you want to set कि यार मैं 2 अक्टूबर जो है उसकी भी छुट्टी रखना चाहता हूँ, हमेशा छुट्टी रहती है. So you could just give a गांधी जयंती and XYZ. You can create your holiday calendar from here. It will help you to generate a report कि कौन कौन सी entries holiday पे हुई. So this is another important feature available, that is Tally audit and compliance info. Now other features that are available is, one of the important feature is statistics. So as soon as we go into the statistics, it tells us कि भैया कौन सी vouchers accountant ने use करे for the passing of the entries. So as soon as we go कि भैया किसने contra इतनी करी है, credit notes इतने डाले हैं, ये इतने डाले हैं, जो भी है. Now I want to generate some reports out of it. So suppose I go into the sales ledger. It shows me कि यार इस महीने में इतनी entries हुई है. Now I want यार मेरे को ये देखना है कि यार इस सेल्स लेजर के अंदर कौन कौन से अकाउंट हिट हुए हैं, क्या हुए हैं. So what I can do it, I have opened it for the whole year. There is an option given F6 here, extract. So as soon as I press on the extract, what happens? It tells me कि यार कौन कौन से अकाउंट ऐसे सन्ड्री डेटर्स यहाँ पे हिट हुए हैं. So I can see कि यार इसमें कौन कौन से डेटर्स, मतलब किन किन पार्टीज को मैंने कितनी सेल करी है, किससे मैक्सिमम सेल्स है, किससे बहुत कम सेल्स है. जैसे मैं ये देखता हूँ यार इसको मैंने सिर्फ 700 रुपए की सेल्स करी है, भाई ऐसा क्या सेल्स करा है मैंने. Then what other accounts have been hit? So it says कि यार इसमें सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स भी हिट हुए हैं. तो I need to check कि यार ये सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स में क्यों ग्रुपिंग हो रखी है इनकी, जब यहाँ पे सेल्स हुए है. तो when I go कि यार एंट्रीज तो सारी सेल्स की है बट इसकी ग्रुपिंग सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स में, तो I get a नोटिंग कि यार इसको मेरे को ग्रुपिंग चेंज करानी है. Then it says कि यार मेरे ये सेल्स अकाउंट इससे इम्पैक्ट हुए हैं. तो भैया मेरे एक्सपोर्ट्स, तो आई कैन सी यार मेरी एक्सपोर्ट्स कितनी हुई है, आई कैन सी कि मेरी आईजीएसटी पेड एक्सपोर्ट्स कितनी हुई है, मेरी नॉर्मल आईजीएसटी पेबल कितनी है, देन ड्यूटीज एंड टैक्सेस जो हिट हुए. तो आई गेट ए ओवरव्यू ऑफ माय होल सेल्स बुक हियर just by an extract button. The other option available, the good option that is available here is columnar. What you could do is you can go and do the columnar. It will give you an entry wise report. So you can press yes to whatever options you need it. So suppose here I press yes to everyone. क्या मेरे को सारी information देखनी है इस लेजर से related जो भी. So I press yes for everyone. So a columnar report entry wise will come. क्या इस पार्टी particular इस डेट को ये एंट्री हुई है, इसका ये है, बायर ये था, एड्रेस ये है, सेल्स ये है, जीएसटी नंबर ये है, फलाना. So it gives me a complete detail of it. I can extract the same into Excel also and do the whatever type of working I want to do. So it is also a good command to get an overview of complete ledger or a complete voucher type here. So this was into the statistics कि टोटल वाउचर्स कब हुए हैं. स्टैटिस्टिक्स में एक एक्सट्रैक्ट एंड कॉल्यूमिनर जो ऐसी चीज है जो आप नॉर्मली ऑडिट के टाइम पे यूज कर सकते हैं. The other option is about the interest calculation. This is also a good option available कि if you want to suppose unsecured loans है उसको आपको ईयर एंड के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट देना है तो कितने रुपए का इंटरेस्ट लगेगा क्या लगेगा. तो टेली कैन ऑटोमेटिकली कैलकुलेट इट एज पर दी सेटिंग्स वी हैव डन इनटू इट. तो इंटरेस्ट पेबल, सो इट सेज कि यार विशन दास माहेश्वरी आपका अनसिक्योर्ड लोन है जिसको आपको इतने रुपए का इंटरेस्ट देना है. एंड इट हैज कैलकुलेटेड इट लाइक दिस कि इतने दिनों से इतने दिन इतने डेज से 12% से ऐसे रेट निकली है एंड यू कैन गेट इट डन दिस डन. This feature you need to do press active. You need to press active to this feature. So how you can do it? You can go into the accounting features. So Shakti, here is an option called interest calculation. You need to press this feature to yes. Then only you will get an option. After pressing this to yes, you need to go in account. So suppose let's go into Vishan Das only. So Vishan Das Maheshwari, you need to press active interest calculation to yes. Then you need to give the method. So I said कि यार मेरे को 12% से कैलकुलेट करना है 365. You can select 30 days, calendar month, calendar year. These 30 days is effectively used in calculating bank interest. कि आपको अगर बैंक इंटरेस्ट वेरीफाई करना हो कि बैंक ने जो इंटरेस्ट लगाया है वो सही लगाया है या नहीं लगाया है तो यू कैन चेक इट फ्रॉम हेयर. देन आई से कि कब से बैलेंस लेना है, क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना, एंड आई कैन जस्ट प्रेस yes. This feature is activated and now you can see the reports into the display statement account, interest calculation, interest payable, कितने रुपए का इंटरेस्ट पेबल है मेरा. few other features are outstanding. So outstanding है सबको पता है कि रिसीवेबल, पेबल, मैं लेजर वाइज, ग्रुप वाइज सब यहाँ पे आउटस्टैंडिंग निकाल सकता हूँ. So these were the few other features which I thought that are useful at the time of audit. So tele audit is one of them. You can get to know and control over the accountant, the entries done by them, is it authorized or not, you can accept it, anyone's alter after it, you can get the report of it. So tele audit. Then we have gone into audit and compliance info. तो जो भी ऑडिटर डेटा मांगेगा वो उसको यहाँ पे स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट में कंप्लायंस इन्फो में मिल जाएगा एंड ही कैन रिवर्ट बैक टू द ऑडिटर फ्रॉम हियर ओनली. देन marked vouchers. So marked vouchers is one of the important tools which Tally has come up in the latest version of the Tally. So in Tally 6.6 version, this feature has been made available and it is one of the good features. By doing this, suppose करो कोई accountant है या आप GST की किसी की रिटर्न भरते हैं, Tally के अकाउंट मतलब पार्टी क्या करती है, आपको डेटा भेज देती है. Now you see the data, you found some mistakes. अभी क्या करते हो आप, ये डेटा उसको वापस भेजते हो या उसको कॉल करते हो, उसको समझाते हो कि ये करेक्शंस कर, ये कर, वो कर. फिर कुछ आप यस. सो आई एम ऑडिबल.
ये
मुदित ऑडिबल है क्या?
हाँ भैया है.
ठीक है. तो मार्क्ड वाउचर्स, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप जो भी किसी डेटा के अंदर काम कर रहे हो उसको एज मार्क्ड वाउचर्स कर सकते हो एंड you can extract that data out of Tally. You can just send that data to your master main Tally and get these entries updated from there. हम एक बार इसको लाइव करके देखते हैं because it's a good feature which will help us in. So we need to go to F11 accounting features. Here is the option that mark change vouchers. The last option is available. We need to press yes. So suppose now I have pressed it yes. अब मैं कोई भी अगर एंट्री मार्क करता हूँ, सपोज आई गो एंड डू वन एंट्री है, अकाउंटिंग वाउचर कैश टू मोहित पाटनी एंड आई से 25,000. तो आई हैव डन दीज एंट्रीज. सो आई हैव डन एन नंबर ऑफ एंट्रीज. मैं अकाउंटेंट था, मैं टैली का डेटा घर पे ले गया था, मैं घर जाके एंट्रीज कर रहा हूँ. तो व्हाट आई नीड टू टेक केयर इज कि जब मैं घर ले जाके ये एंट्रीज कर रहा हूँ तो जैसे ही मैं टैली स्टार्ट करूँ तो आई प्रेस दिस marked vouchers option as yes and then start doing the entries. What will happen, जब मैं देखूंगा डिस्प्ले में जाऊंगा, एक्सेप्शनल रिपोर्ट्स में जाऊंगा तो there is an option of marked vouchers. तो ये it says यार आपका ये एक marked voucher है. तो suppose I have done n number of entries here. अब मेरा जो टैली ओरिजिनल डेटा था वो तो क्लाइंट के वहां है. अब क्या होता है, कई बार मैं अब इन एंट्रीज को वहां जाके वापस करूंगा या क्या करूँ, या ये डेटा वापस लेके जाऊंगा वहां पे और उस डेटा को हटा के ये डेटा रिप्लेस करूंगा. तो देर आर सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज एंड ऑल. So what I can do is I can just export these entries. So I say यार I want to export these entries. Let me give the path. एक कोई path दे देते हैं अपन. So I have given it this path. यार मेरे को इस path के ऊपर entries चाहिए and I say yes. As soon as these entries are exported, oh my god, I have exported it into Excel. You need to export it into XML basically because Tally supports XML only. So Alt T, you need to select an XML version here. Press yes. So here the data has been exported here in this folder, and you can see कि यहाँ से वो entry हट चुकी है क्योंकि मैंने export कर लिया. तो Tally assumes कि मैं इसको जाके उस Tally में import कर लूंगा और the thing will be done. Now what I need to do is I need to go into the client's data. जब मैं client के वहाँ पे जाऊंगा अगली बार, मैं इस इतनी सी ये जो XML फाइल है मेरी, ये वाली, ये जो मेरी XML फाइल है, मैं इसको मेल पे डाल लूंगा. जब मैं क्लाइंट के वहां पे जाऊंगा तो आई विल ओपन द क्लाइंट टैली, आई विल गो इनटू इंपोर्ट डेटा, आई विल इंपोर्ट वाउचर्स कि भैया मेरे को वाउचर्स इंपोर्ट करना है. आई विल जस्ट गिव द पाथ ऑफ दैट एंड दैट XML फाइल. पाथ कैसे देना है, दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. So whenever you have to give the path, so you should select this file, go to properties, in properties go to security and select this because it is with the name of the file. So you can just select this, Control C, you come here, Control Alt V, press and it will import the data. So this is a good feature available कि आपको कोई एंट्रीज डुप्लीकेट नहीं करनी है या डेटा का मूवमेंट नहीं करना है. यू कैन जस्ट यूज दिस मार्क्ड वाउचर ऑप्शन एंड गेट इट डन. आपके पास कोई जीएसटी का मंथली डेटा आता है, आपके यहाँ पे कोई आप एंट्रीज चेंज कर देते हो तो फिर आप क्लाइंट को बताते हो कि यार ये एंट्री चेंज करो, ये करो, वो करो. रादर देन दैट, mark those entries as yes, marked vouchers, and give an XML file to the Tally to be imported into his Tally. So this was the feature which the Tally has come up into the latest, and it's a good feature, can be used by many of the accountants. Now after marked vouchers, statistics we have gone through. Then interest calculations we have checked कि हमें interest calculations हमें इस option को activate करना है, हमें ledger के अंदर जाके field set करनी है, and then we can go ahead. Then exceptional reports, this is everyone is aware, so I am not going into it as we are running short of time. So negative stock, negative ledgers, ये सब वहां से आप निकाल सकते हैं. Then few other tools that can be used in Tally is compare data. So if you want to compare any data, तो वन ऑफ द सिंपलेस्ट थिंग इज कि अगर आपको कंपेयर डेटा करना है, आप P&L में 2 साल का डेटा कंपेयर करना चाहते हैं सपोज, तो अगर इसी डेटा में प्रीवियस ईयर का डेटा है तो सिंपली व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू प्रेस Alt C, देन यू नीड टू कि भैया मेरे को कब से कब का लेना है, वाई से A18 टू M19 और इट शोज मी द कंपैरिजन कि 2 साल के डेटा में क्या कंपैरिजन है. नाउ सपोज द डेटा इज नॉट इनटू दिस Tally, इट हैज बीन स्प्लिटेड. तो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज कि आपको वो वाली Tally भी चलानी पड़ेगी. तो सपोज करो so this was my old data. So what I will do is I will go here, I will say यार कि मेरे को ये डेटा कंपेयर करना है. ये डेटा मेरा खुल गया. यहाँ पे मेरे को जब मैं गेटवे ऑफ Tally पे आ गया तो मुझे शक्ति एक्जिम का और शक्ति प्रदर्शन का डेटा जो है इसको कंपेयर करना है. तो मैं शक्ति प्रदर्शन में गया, आई गो इन टू P&L, आई से मेरे को कंपेयर करना है. तो Alt C again, here I need to select the other company, not the same company. I need to compare the data with other company that is on my gateway. तो आई से कि मेरे को शक्ति एक्जिम से डेटा कंपेयर करना है और कहाँ का करना है, A18 से M19 का एंड डिफॉल्ट. तो इट गिव्स मी द डेटा ऑफ शक्ति एक्जिम में कोई डेटा नहीं था A18 19 में, इसलिए नहीं दिखा रहा. लेट मी अगेन चेंज इसको, एक बार A19 से 20 कर देते हैं. तो इट शोज मी कि शक्ति प्रदर्शन का तो 1 अप्रैल 19 से 20 से ये डेटा है और शक्ति एक्जिम का डेटा ये है. सॉरी, तो शक्ति एक्जिम का डेटा यहाँ पर आ जाता है. वी कैन क्रिएट n नंबर ऑफ कंपेरिजन कि हमने पहले इसको इससे कंपेयर करा, इससे इसको कंपेयर करा, इससे इसको कंपेयर करा. So n number of comparisons can be done. We can, if we want the percentage figures, we can just press F12, show percentages. It will show percentage wise figures also. So this is the comparison figure available. Even you can compare the data of two different companies or a company with two different datas. कोई अगर दो अलग अलग डेटा हैं तो उनको भी आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो. Then email is one of the options which you can use. So if you want to email anything, so sometimes we want to email a ledger or something, and there is a कि हम उसका पहले बाहर निकालते हैं, पीडीएफ में सेव करते हैं, ये करते हैं. You can directly mail from here. So suppose let's go into, for that what we need to do is first go to the settings, F12, email settings. We need to one time set these settings कि हमें Gmail के थ्रू भेजना है. हमें यहाँ पे मेल आईडी डालनी है कि किस मेल आईडी से भेजनी है. हमें उसका वापस से मेल आईडी डालनी है ऑथराइजेशन के लिए. हमें यहाँ पे पासवर्ड डालना है जो हमारी मेल का पासवर्ड है, क्योंकि टेली वांट्स टू हैव एन एक्सेस टू योर मेल. So this is the setting you want to do. This is the setting you have to do in the Gmail here. No, sorry, Tele here. You need to do few settings in the Gmail account also. So what are those settings which you need to into the Gmail account? Those are, you need to go into your settings basically. So in settings you have an option called forwarding and pop MAP. You need to go into this and you need to press this enable MAP as yes, enable IMAP as yes. Then only you will able to send the messages. One more setting you need to do is you need to go in your Google accounts. In your Google accounts, security, and they, once you drill down, there is an option available in the securities named as less secure app access. You need to make this as yes, because then only Tele will get an access to your Google account. If you do not do this as yes, Tele will not get an access to your Google account, and it will not be able to send emails. So once you have done this settings, now simply what you can do is you go into some ledger. So suppose I go again into the Mohit Patni ledger. I say I need to mail this ledger. So alt tab, the basic settings has automatically come. Here is my email ID password. I am just repeating for the sake of convenience. Then new address, I say कि मेरे को mail address किस पे भेजनी है, I say मेरे को इस mail address पे भेजनी है. And I just press yes. Control A and yes. Some authentication server. There is some problem in the authentication, so it can be done like this. But these are the only steps which you need to take care for doing a mail from Tele. You can use payroll systems into the Tele. I am not going into it, but it's a good feature available into the Tele. Then few stock tricks. So sometimes what the company does is, company को अपना profit reduce करना होता है और करना होता है, तो कैसे करें? अब उसके लिए एक होता है कि मेरे को स्टॉक से मैं खेल लेता हूँ. अब एक तरीका आता है कि मैं स्टॉक की वैल्यू खुद ही निकाल लूँ, बट ऑडिटर प्रॉब्लम करेगा. तो मेरे को स्टॉक की वैल्यू निकालनी है तो स्टॉक समरी से ही है कि मेरे स्टॉक समरी में कितनी वैल्यू आ रही है. बट व्हाट कैन आई डू इज, तो टैली के अंदर एक ऑप्शन होता है जो कि बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज अनेबल्ड. तो व्हाट टैली सेज इज, व्हेन यू गो इनटू F12 फीचर्स कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस अकाउंट इन्वेंटरी, देयर इज वन फीचर हियर व्हिच इज अलाउ एडवांस्ड एंट्रीज इन masters. This is by default yes. So what does this do? Now whenever you go into inventory info stock item, suppose I am creating some stock item, this was the stock item has been created. Now here it gives you an option, this option, treat all purchases as consumed. तो ये क्या करेगा, जैसे ही आप परचेज की एंट्री करेंगे ना तो उसको कंज्यूम दिखा देगा, उसका क्लोजिंग स्टॉक पे कोई भी इंपैक्ट नहीं आएगा और ऑटोमेटिकली कंज्यूम हो जाएगा. सो आई हैव डन अ परचेज ऑफ 10 lakhs, इट वुड गो इनटू कंजम्पशन और स्टॉक पे मेरे कोई भी फर्क नहीं आएगा, एंड हेंस द स्टॉक विल नॉट बी इंक्रीज. सो आई प्रेस इट एज यस. नाउ सी व्हाट हैपेंस. एज ऑफ नाउ my profit is 43,20,000. Now what I do is I go and pass one entry. I go for the purchases. मैं purchase कर रहा हूँ. Party account name, suppose I have selected Mohit Patni. Purchase is normal. Name of item is bag Badmer, in which we have changed the settings. So I say I purchase 100,000 quantity at the rate of 100 rupees. Yeah, at the rate of I purchase 10,000 quantities at the rate of 100 rupees, 10 lakh rupees, and I have made this purchase. Now ideally what should have been done is कि मेरे purchases भी 10 लाख रुपए से बढ़ने चाहिए और मेरा closing stock भी 10 लाख रुपए से बढ़ना चाहिए। बट क्या हुआ अपन टैली में जाके देखें तो it has reduced my profits by 10 lakhs, not increased my closing stock by 10 lakhs. So in this way a person can play with the, अब इसको पकड़ने के लिए क्या तरीका है कि एज एंड whenever you go in the stock vouchers ना, कि जब भी आप स्टॉक वाउचर्स को देख रहे हैं, स्टॉक समरी को देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो बैग्स इन बैग्स बाड़मेर, नाउ यू गो एंड ओपन दिस, तो यू नीड टू चेक यार ये आउटवर्ड के अंदर ऐसा आउटवर्ड कौन सा हुआ है जो बिना रेट के हुआ है। आपको उन एंट्रीज के ऊपर फोकस करना पड़ेगा कि यार जो बिना रेट के आउटवर्ड हो रही है, बिकॉज फॉर एवरी आउटवर्ड देयर हैज टू बी रेट। तो इसके पीछे कोई लॉजिक है कि नहीं है या क्या, वी नीड टू चेक इट आउट। एंड दिस आउटवर्ड हैज बीन ऑटोमेटिकली डन बाय टैली, वी हैव नॉट पास्ड एनी एंट्री, हमने तो सिर्फ एक ही एंट्री करी थी इनवर्ड की, बट ऑटोमेटिकली टैली हैज डन द एंट्री फॉर द आउटवर्ड ऑफ द स्टॉक एंड दैट टू एट द नील रेट। क्वांटिटी बाहर हो गई और स्टॉक में फर्क कुछ भी नहीं पड़ा है। तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द थिंग्स आई थॉट कि it should be taken care while we are auditing the stock figures in the tally. Then you can use the cost centers. Cost center, again you need to press F11, go into accounting features. Here is the option for the cost centers. You need to make this as yes and you can do the entries using the cost centers. तो आप अपने reimbursement of expenses है, कोई party wise account maintain करना चाहते हैं, कोई sales person wise आप account maintain करना चाहते हैं, एक ही sales में आप 2 पर्सन को भी इसमें एलोकेट कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है यूजिंग दिस कॉस्ट सेंटर्स फीचर्स। आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू द डीप हियर। देन देयर आर फ्यू शॉर्टकट्स अवेलेबल इन टैली व्हिच एवरीवन इज अवेयर, अदरवाइज आप यूज कर सकते हैं उसको। तो कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट, नाउ वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स दैट वी नीड टू यूज इन द टैली इज बेसिकली इंपोर्ट। तो आई विल जस्ट लेट यू नो कि हम इंपोर्ट ऑफ बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स कैसे करें। कई बार क्या होता है ईयर एंड के ऊपर हमारे पास क्लाइंट आता है, वो कहता है कि यार मेरे को बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स दे गया या सॉफ्ट कॉपी बैंक स्टेटमेंट की भिजवा दी, अब हमें एनालिसिस करनी है, टैली के अंदर एंट्री करनी है। तो अभी क्या करता है, आर्टिकल बैठ के एक एक एंट्री छड़ाता है या कुछ करता है। टैली एज एन ऑप्शन की जिसके थ्रू आप बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स को इंपोर्ट कर सकते हो। तो लेट्स सी हाउ वी कैन डू इट। तो फॉर दैट आई एम मूविंग इनटू अनदर टैली नेम्ड एज मोहित पाटनी, क्योंकि मेरे पास मोहित पाटनी का बैंक स्टेटमेंट अवेलेबल था। तो first and foremost you need to do is you need to go into ledgers and check कि आपका जो बैंक अकाउंट है, सपोज माय बैंक इज HDFC, so you have all these informations properly filled up, it should match with your bank statement, name, account number, IFSC, बैंक का नाम क्या है, ब्रांच क्या है, BSR कोड क्या है, सब ठीक है। BSR कोड इज नॉट मैंडेटरी, rest all things we need to fill. Then what we need to do is we need to go into the bank statement. So DAL HDFC, I go into HDFC bank. यू कैन सी कि 1 अप्रैल 19 से 31 मार्च 20 के भी मेरे कोई भी एंट्रीज नहीं हुई भी है। नो आई वांट टू डू इट, so what option I am having, I can go into bank reconciliation F5. Here I am having an option of bank statement, I need to go here. Now what you need to do is आपको अपने बैंक का लॉगिन करना है, वहां लॉगिन करके आपको एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है एक्सेल के अंदर आपका बैंक स्टेटमेंट। टैली 99% है कोलैबोरेशन विद ऑल दी बैंक स्टेटमेंट फॉर्मेट्स, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली एक्सेल ले लेती है जो आप बैंक स्टेटमेंट वहां से निकालते हो। अगर नहीं लेती तो वी नीड टू यूज अ CSV फाइल, उसका एक फॉर्मेट होता है, उसमें आप बैंक स्टेटमेंट को कॉपी पेस्ट करें एंड देन यू कैन यूज इट। तो सपोज इन माय केस I have downloaded my bank statement and I have kept this into this folder by the name bank. Okay, so this is the path where I have kept it, so I have copied this path and you can see my bank statement. ये जो बैंक स्टेटमेंट है मैं ओपन भी कर देता हूँ एक बार। ये बिल्कुल रॉ है, जैसे का जैसा मैंने वहां से निकाला था, आई हैव नॉट डन एनीथिंग इनटू इट, रॉ स्टेटमेंट है। नाउ लेट्स गो इनटू टैली। What we need to do is we need to take the path कि किस पाथ पे मेरी वो एक्सेल सेव्ड है। So I have copied the path, I have pasted it here. So it has come up with the options कि यार आपके इस पाथ के अंदर यही है, आप कौन सी फाइल उठाना चाहते हो। तो आई सेड कि मैं यार ये बैंक अकाउंट की फाइल यहाँ से पिक करना चाहता हूँ। So I have picked this bank account file here. So it says total entries in bank statement 124, reconcile 0, additional bank entries 124. तो ये 124 जो मेरी सारी की सारी बैंक एंट्रीज थी वो ये यहाँ पे ले आएगा. So here are the 124 entries which has come. अभी अब इनकी एंट्रीज नहीं हुई है, here वो आ गई है. So the good thing is कि यहाँ पे जो लेफ्ट साइड में आ रहा है ये दिस इज द नरेशन, कि हमारे बैंक स्टेटमेंट में जो भी नरेशन दे रखा था किस टाइप का था, विड्रॉल था, इंस्ट्रूमेंट नंबर क्या था, क्या डेट थी, बैंक डेट क्या है, इसकी क्रेडिट हुई है कि डेबिट हुई है. नाउ वी वांट टू पोस्ट दिस एंट्री इनटू आवर सिस्टम. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज जस्ट सिंपली प्रेस ऑल्ट सी, ये एंट्री यहाँ पे ओपन हो जाएगी. जस्ट सेलेक्ट यार ये एंट्री क्या थी, तो आई से यार कि ये है ना XYZ को प्रोफेशनल फी या शक्ति प्रदर्शन को पेमेंट था. So I just do this and I just pass the entry. So it has been removed from here. Now the entry is left are 123. So I can very easily post these entries now into my system. I just need to give the other party's name. This is an inbuilt feature of Tally. You need not to have any external add-on for it. It is an inbuilt feature into Tally. So this is basically an import of bank statement. Similarly, you can import masters into the Tally. Suppose आपके पास एक Tally बनी हुई थी, अब now you want यार इस Tally के जो मास्टर्स है ये मेरी दूसरी Tally में चल जाए. तो what you could do is कि सबसे पहले जिस Tally के मास्टर्स आपको कॉपी करने हैं, तो सपोज ऐसे कि यार मेरे को है ना मोहित पाटनी के जो मास्टर्स है उनको कॉपी करना है. तो what I will do is I will go into display list of accounts, ये मास्टर्स यहाँ पर आ गए. What I will do is I will just export it. Export it into which format? XML format. I have exported it, कि मेरी फाइल जो है वो एक्सपोर्ट हुई यहाँ पर आ गई है. Now I go into some another Tally. Suppose I go into this Tally about talk about Tally. Now I say I want to import the data. Masters I want to import. भैया मास्टर्स कहाँ से import करने हैं आपको? तो I say कि मेरे को ये मास्टर्स यहाँ से import करने हैं. So here is my masters files that has come out. So what I will do is I will go into properties, security, copy this path, Control C. I will come here, I will just Control Alt V and say I want to import. So you could just see कि यहाँ पे import हो गए होंगे. अब क्या import होगा? Just see ये HDFC बैंक यहाँ पे import हो गया. You could go into accounting info, ledgers, alter. You could just see कि ये सारे जितने वहाँ पे created थे वो सब यहाँ पर आ गए हैं automatically. The good thing is कि it has come up with all the details. So मोहित पाटनी की जो भी बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल्स थी और थी, it has come up and taken all the details here. So this is how you can import the masters from one Tally to another. Now I will quickly move to my basic Tally only. So this was basically the import of bank statements, import of masters which we could do. Now important feature is structured query language. This is one of the important and the best feature available for all the auditors. कि हम लोग Tally से एक बार डेटा बाहर ले और फिर हम Tally में अगर कोई भी चेंज हो तो उसका एक्सेल में ऑटोमेटिक चेंज हो जाना चाहिए. ऐसा हो सकता है Tally के अंदर, कैसे वो हम देखते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस लर्न इन अ मिनट कि ये कंट्रोल है. व्हाट इज दिस हियर? दिस इज अ कैलकुलेटर. एवरीवन कैन सी दिस कैलकुलेटर. ये क्या करता है भैया? प्लस करना है, किसी को माइनस करना है, कुछ. बट इट इज अ वेरी इफेक्टिव टूल. जस्ट सी व्हाट. सपोज आई टाइप कैश, सिंपल. सो इट सेज यार कैश क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ लेजर कैश फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस इज 1 लाख इतने रुपए. क्या आपका कैश का लेजर इतना है? सपोज ऐसे मोहित पाटनी. तो इट सेज कि मोहित पाटनी का लेजर बैलेंस इतना इतना. So this is a very effective tool. We can write any query, any structure here. So let's go into it. Is select. Then we need to press space. Dollar. I press name. So what it will do is I press enter. So select dollar name comma dollar parent. This is the command I have given. So let's, there is some problem, it is not taking here, but you can write the commands here and you can just get the SQL written here and you can get the info out of it. लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेप कि हम इसको टैली के अंदर कैसे कर सकते, मतलब टैली को एक्सेल में डेटा ले जाके और हम वहां पे कोई भी चेंज करें टैली में तो वो एक्सेल में कैसे हो जाए, हाउ वी कैन डू दैट. सो लेट्स ओपन वन एक्सेल फाइल. सो सपोज आई हैव ओपनड दिस एक्सेल फाइल अवेलेबल विथ मी हियर. कोई सी भी एक्सेल फाइल खोल लेते. सो लेट्स गो हियर. what I do is we need to go into data. In data, get an external data from other sources. We need to query from Microsoft query. As soon as we go here, it gives me this box available. I need to select the tally. This is basically through ODBC how we can get the Excel in tally data into Excel and use it. So I say ki tally ODBC, I have to use it. So the tally which is openable here is get connected here. Now I select suppose लेजर. whatever I need is, मेरे को क्या चाहिए, ट्रायल बैलेंस में भैया लेजर आ जाए, उसका पेरेंट ग्रुप आ जाए, उसका क्लोजिंग बैलेंस आ जाए, सो दैट मैं उस ट्रायल बैलेंस से मेरी बैलेंस शीट को लिंक कर लूँ, उस ट्रायल बैलेंस से लिंक करते हुए मेरी बैलेंस शीट बना लूँ. नाउ लेट्स गेट इनटू इट. सो आई गो इनटू लेजर. अब मेरे को लेजर में क्या क्या चाहिए, सो आई से नेम. सो आई गो इनटू एंड सेलेक्ट दी I am going to select the name from here. So I have selected this name. Then I will select a parent. कि मेरे को इसका parent भी चाहिए यार, कौन से ग्रुप में है. So I have selected a parent also. And I need a closing balance now. So closing balance is with a underscore sign available. जो भी अमाउंट के फिगर्स होते हैं वो अंडरस्कोर में आते हैं यहाँ पे, और जितने भी वैसे अलग होते हैं, मतलब जो नॉर्मल नेम पेरेंट होते हैं वो डॉलर्स के साथ में चलते हैं. So I go here, I select a closing balance, and this is what I want. So I go next. You can skip all these things. These are the basic features available. It says कि कहाँ से start करना है. So I say A1 से करना है, and see it has given me all the things. So this is my ledger, this is its parent, and it is closing balance. So total number of ledgers expected are 1144, which are the ledgers created in my tally. Now just see the beauty. So suppose we go here in the control app, we selected a Mohit Patni. So it is having a balance of this. मैं एक बार इसको यहाँ पे कॉपी कर देता हूँ just for our reference. ठीक है, 1,01,10,19,990 रुपए. Now let's go into tally और अपन यहाँ पे कुछ चीज चेंज करते हैं. So we go into मोहित पाटनी लेजर एंड आई से क्या, मेरे को 10 लाख रुपए की जो एंट्री है ना इसको हटा दो, ये गलत एंट्री हो गई. So now the balance here is 19,900 and let's see यहाँ पे क्या होता है. अभी यहाँ पे यही है. So now what we will do is we will just refresh it. So we will press F5 or you can so we will just refresh it. Refresh all. So what happens here is the change figure that has come here is 19,900. We have done nothing into Excel, but it has automatically changed. And now as my balance sheet is linked with this trial balance, so balance sheet automatically gets changed. अदर अब इम्पैक्ट कहाँ गया होगा, इस अकाउंट का अदर इम्पैक्ट कहाँ गया होगा, परचेजेस में. तो परचेजेस का जो अकाउंट है वो भी ऑटोमेटिकली इस अमाउंट से यहाँ पे चेंज हो गया है. जो ये परचेजेस थी इसका अमाउंट भी जो है वो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पे चेंज हो गया. यू कैन जस्ट सी टैली के अंदर परचेजेस का अमाउंट क्या आ रहा है, एंड सेम इज हियर. तो परचेजेस 11,06,300 इतना, 11,06,389. so it is same as into tally. You could do any changes. So suppose I say I will create a new account, ledger create. So I say Mohit Patni FCA into debtors and I save it. Now I have done this into tally. अभी अगर अपन देखते हैं तो मोहित पाटनी के नाम से अभी एक ही अकाउंट आ रहा है यहाँ पे सिर्फ, और कोई भी अकाउंट नहीं आ रहा. Now what we do is again we will go to refresh all. तो जस्ट सी कि मोहित पाटनी के नीचे यहाँ पे एक मोहित पाटनी एफसी अकाउंट नया ऐड हो गया है ऑटोमेटिकली. So whatever changes we are going to do into tally, it will automatically be done here. And now what we can do is, using this trial balance, we can link our balance sheet. So this is one of the important features that I thought we all should be aware of it, so that making a balance sheet using Tally becomes very easy. अभी क्या होता है कि हम या तो ट्रायल बैलेंस वापस निकालते हैं टैली में से, उसको वहां पे पेस्ट करते हैं और फिर हमारे फिगर्स चेंज होते हैं. बट यू कैन यूज दिस फीचर एंड इट इज अ वेरी इजी फीचर टू बी used, and it is inbuilt into Excel, not Tally. This is an inbuilt feature of Excel. So this is what I thought everyone should be aware of SQL in Tally, कि Tally के अंदर हम SQL कैसे लिख सकते हैं. So this is the format of writing it. Then how we can get the Tally, तो हम डेटा में जाएंगे, एक्सटर्नल डेटा, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट क्वेरी, ODBC Tally की फाइल हम सेलेक्ट करेंगे. We will select the ledgers, names, whatever we want in our Excel, and we will go next and finish, and it will provide us with the data. Whenever we are going to refresh our Excel, it will automatically take the changes done in Tally. No need to give any other command. So this was regarding the SQL, which I thought we should all be aware of. The last thing in 2-4 minutes that I would like to take on is the add-ons. So Tally basically have many add-ons available with it. So what these add-ons are कि हमें Tally के अंदर कोई भी inbuilt features develop करने हो, या we want any kind of MIS or we want any security controls, so we can get an add-ons. So list of add-ons कहाँ से मिलती है हमें? We go into F11 company info, add-on features F6, and whenever we press Control S, we get the list of add-ons. कि ये basic add-ons Tally के पास जो हैं, and hardly it has any cost. It has cost for gold users 850, and for silver user it is around 300 or 350. I am not aware of it कि silver user के लिए कितनी है. Silver user के लिए cost is 283. So we can take any add-on from here and develop the MIS. So I would just let you go through few of the MIS which I have taken and which I am using it. So one of them is basically the enable signature logo print. So what happens is कि अभी क्या होता है कि हम Tally से या तो मेल कर रहे हैं तो वो बिना साइन का मेल जा रहा है, या फिर हम Tally से प्रिंट निकालते हैं, फिर साइन करते हैं, फिर मेल करते हैं लोगों को स्कैन करके. सिग्नेचर के कारण हमें स्कैन और ये सब करना पड़ता है. तो आई हैव टेकन एन इनबिल्ट फीचर कि Tally से ऑटोमेटिकली साइन हो जाए मेरा इनवॉइस और मैं उसको मेल करता हूँ. एंड द सेकंड फीचर व्हाट आई हैव टेकन इज अनेबल वाउचर ट्रैकिंग डिटेल, कि जो भी मेरी वाउचर से उसकी ट्रैकिंग रहे, अभी किसने एंटर करा, किसने ऑल्टर करा, किसने डिलीट करा, क्या करा. आई नीड अ कंप्लीट डिटेल अदर देन जो Tally ऑडिट फीचर में भी अवेलेबल है. मेरे को एक्सटेंसिव चाहिए. So let me take you through it. This, so suppose now we go into F11. You could see कि मेरे यहाँ पे एक फीचर एड ऑन हो गया है, यूज कंपनी लोगों के नीचे यूज सिग्नेचर लोगो. ये नॉर्मली अगर आप अपनी Tally में देखोगे तो ये अवेलेबल नहीं है, बट एज आई हैव टेकन द एड ऑन, दिस फीचर इज अवेलेबल. सो आई नीड टू प्रेस यस. आई नीड टू सेलेक्ट कि कौन ऑथराइज सिग्नेटरी में एक से ज्यादा भी रख सकता हूँ. आई नीड टू गिव अ पाथ टू इट, कि मेरे को कौन से पाथ पे चाहिए, मतलब मेरा लोगो जो है वो कहाँ पे किस पाथ पे सेव्ड है. सो आई कैन गिव अनदर नेम एंड सो ऑन. नाउ जस्ट सी द इफेक्ट व्हाट इट हैपेंस. सो P&L, suppose there is a sales invoice. This is the sales invoice. Now I say print or I say export or whatever. So what happens is, you can just see here is the authorized सिग्नेटरी लोगो. ये मेरा साइन हो गया, ऑटोमेटिकली आ रहा है. ये फोटो मैंने जो लिया वो थोड़ी ऐसी थी, अदरवाइज ये बिल्कुल प्रॉपर आ जाता है. एंड यू कैन डायरेक्टली एक्सपोर्ट अ bill to the client from here only. You will not to take a print, sign, and then again scan and send it to the client. You can use this feature. So this is one of the good add-ons which are available. There are n number of add-ons. Then one of the add-on I have taken is for the history. So alteration history. So whatever we have done, there is the alteration history which has been created to it. So we say कि प्रोफेशनल फीस मोहित की ऐसे थी, ये थी, मोहित ने करा, इसको रिवाइज रीजन है, ऑथराइज सिग्नेटरी ये वो, यहाँ पे सारा आ जाएगा ऑल्टरेशन हिस्ट्री का. Another good thing with this add-on is कि as soon as I go and alter any of the vouchers, so suppose I go into Mohit Patni and I say I will alter this voucher, so I say I will keep it 10,000. Now it will ask me the authorized signatory. ये क्यों पूछ रहा है कि आपको वाउचर के ऊपर किसके साइन चाहिए. तो आई सेलेक्ट कि मेरे को मोहित पाटनी के साइन चाहिए. मैंने नरेशन डाल दी. नो इट विल आस्क मी रीजन फॉर ऑल्टरेशन, कि आप इस वाउचर को क्यों ऑल्टर कर रहे हो. इससे आगे मेरे को जान ही नहीं देगा जब तक मैं यहाँ पे रीजन नहीं लिखूंगा. तो आई सेड wrong entry made earlier. And then it allows me to go ahead. So this, यहाँ पे जब अपन ऑल्ट्रेशन हिस्ट्री में जाएंगे अब, तो ऑल्ट्रेशन हिस्ट्री में एक नया आ गया कि ये 10,000 रुपए का वाउचर मोहित ने ऑल्टर करा है. So these are the few add-ons which you can take. There are n number of add-ons available. You can get the add-ons developed also. तो आपको कोई अपने हिसाब से MIS चाहिए, कुछ चाहिए तो आप डेवलप भी करा सकते हो. So other than add-ons, there are few TDLs also. These are TDL files which you can easily get it at the net also, and you can download it, you can use into Tally. So suppose I have used one of the TDLs, that is month-wise exception report. So what does this do? I will take only 2-3 more minutes to conclude it. Just want to show the TDLs कि कैसे TDLs भी work करते हैं. So this is one of the TDL which I have taken, monthly expense report. What will it do? It is taken time. Basically what this TDL will do is it will break up my all expenses on the month basis कि अप्रैल में कितने डेबिट हुए, मई में कितने, जून में कितने, और मुझे एक हैंडसम रिपोर्ट बना के दे देगा कि यार आपके मंथली जो ब्रेकअप्स है वो ये हैं. So this is one of the TDLs that I am using and it's a good TDL. My Tally has stopped working. So this is on my the TDLs basically. So how to install and add on? You need to go at the control center, TDL management, TDL configurations. You need to go ahead. This is the TDLs available on the screen. फ्री TDLs हैं ये. कुछ जैसे आपको आधार कार्ड नंबर ऐड करना है तो आप आधार कार्ड नंबर ऐड कर सकते हो. ग्रिड लाइंस ऐड करनी है, जैसे मेरे आप टैली में देखो ग्रिड लाइन सारी है. ऑटो ईमेल मॉड्यूल अवेलेबल है, ऑथराइज सिग्नेटरी मॉड्यूल अवेलेबल है. देन पेड एड ऑन्स के अंदर बहुत सारे हैं, ये कैटेगरीज हैं. फिर कुछ वाउचर ट्रैकिंग हो गया, ऑथराइज सिग्नेटरी हो गया, GST फाइल डेटा ब्लॉकर हो गया, प्रिंट प्रीवियस बैलेंस हो गया, कस्टमाइज इनवॉइस एक्सेट्रा. देयर आर n number of add-ons which are available in Tally. So with this I would like to conclude my topic and would really thank you all the listeners. If you have any questions you can just ask. I would request Mudit to unmute all and everyone can ask the questions if they are having any. I would just stop sharing my screen. Yes, Mudit.
Participants can unmute themselves.
Yes, if anyone is having any query, they can unmute themselves and ask.
I think Patil ji, it is well explained. मतलब आपने जिस तरीके से बताया, it is really nice. मतलब मैजिक है.
नहीं मतलब आपने बताया इतना सब कुछ दिया, उसको हम इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करेंगे वो भी एक देखने वाली बात है. क्योंकि सर आप पीपीटी शेयर कर दो, अगर इस पीपीटी में सारे स्टेप्स लिखे हो, कब कंट्रोल+K करना हो, कंट्रोल+M करना हो, तो वो भी एक.
हाँ, मैं पीपीटी जो है मैं शेयर कर दूंगा विद द स्टेप्स. बेसिकली व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल शेयर एन एक्सेल. उस एक्सेल के अंदर सारे स्टेप्स लिखे हुए हैं कि भाई किस प्रोसेस को चालू करने के लिए क्या स्टेप्स हैं. तो रादर देन पीपीटी गोइंग थ्रू पीपीटी यू कुड हैव एन एक्सेल, और वो एक्सेल आप इजीली यूज कर सकते हैं एंड शेयर भी कर सकते हैं.
क्योंकि अभी इतना फटाफट आपने बता दिया, हमने कोशिश तो की है नोट करने की, लेकिन सब कुछ नोट नहीं कर पाए. तो प्रोबेबली अगर एक
आपके लिए हमने सेशन रिकॉर्ड किया है, आज हम आपके साथ रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर कर देंगे.
अच्छा, सेशन रिकॉर्डेड है, ठीक है, वेरी गुड.
और आई थॉट कि एक बार सबको ओवरव्यू मिलेगी टैली के अंदर क्या क्या हो सकता है, क्योंकि इनको इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करना है वो तो एक 1-on-1 प्रोसेस है. बट मैनी ऑफ देम वर नॉट अवेलेबल. टैली के अंदर ये फीचर्स भी अवेलेबल है, ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. तो आई जस्ट थॉट कि एक सबको आइडिया लगना चाहिए कि हाउ वी कैन यूज टैली मोर बेटर एंड एफिशिएंटली.
डेफिनेटली.
मोहित भैया चैट बॉक्स में 2 क्वेश्चंस हैं.
हाँ, क्या है एक बार बता देगा.
एड ऑन सजेस्ट करने के लिए तो आई गेस कवर हो गया है ये एड ऑन सजेस्ट करने का, आपने अपनी पीपीटी में मेंशन किया था. एक क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टीडीएल एंड एड ऑन.
सो बेसिकली टीडीएल इज जस्ट जैसे अपन ने अभी स्ट्रक्चर्ड एक क्वेरी लैंग्वेज देखी कि हमें कोई अगर अवेलेबल जो बेसिक अवेलेबल जो टैली देता है वो रिपोर्ट अवेलेबल, उसकी एक रिपोर्ट चाहिए, MIS चाहिए, तो वी कैन यूज अ टीडीएल. बट इफ यू वांट एन एड ऑन कि कोई 3-4-5 स्पेसिफिक जगह से टैली डेटा उठा के लाए या आउट ऑफ टैली कोई डेटा उठा के लेकर आना है, तो वी नीड एन एड ऑन. तो दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन टीडीएल. टीडीएल जो है वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड क्वेरी लैंग्वेज से कोई भी लिख सकता है और कोई भी बना सकता है, वो विद इन टैली आप कर सकते हो. टीडीएल से कोई बाहर का डेटा उठा के नहीं ला सकते हो. एड ऑन से आप कोई टैली के बाहर का डेटा भी अगर पिक करना चाहो तो आप पिक कर सकते हो. सपोज जैसे अपन ने अभी ऑथराइज सिग्नेटरी जो फोटो पिक करी वो आउट ऑफ टैली जाके पिक करी, तो दैट कैन बी यूज्ड टू एड ऑन ओनली. टीडीएल के थ्रू वो होना प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल नहीं होता है. Anything else?
No more questions, I guess. Thank you, Mohit Bhaiya, for such a nice dedication. I guess सबने
Thank you all of you.
अपनी ऑडिट में उनको क्या क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट करना चाहिए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टैली आज सीखा होगा.
I tried to cover the maximum whatever I can. Still, if anyone is having query, they can ping me, or at JCAG you can just post it. And sorry if my internet connection was a bit slow. I was not having any, it was not in my hands. So, but I hope I delivered whatever I mean to and covered whatever you were intended to.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all of you.
Thank you so much. Really a nice session. Very